ass dream again. I dreamed that I was like at a place, right. I was at like I was this rich ass fool. I lived like in a mansion and shit, like huge ass fucking mansion. And I had some friend from school, and he wanted to come to my house, but that fool was weird as fuck. So then I kicked him out, and then I ended up like in another place where I was like at a field, and I was working with my dad. But I had weed with me. I had like some pot on me, and my dad was coming to pick me up, and I hid the weed in the dirt and shit. I threw all the shit out, and then I ended up waking up back at my old house where I used to stay in Cohasset, and I was just chilling there, and I was just walking around and shit looking. Yeah, I was just looking for girls because my cousin had like a cute girlfriend before, and I was just looking for her and shit. I was like, "Fuck is she?" I was just trying to like do something, and then fucking Andy was playing the video game and shit. And I was like, "Oh shit, what's up, Andy?" And then I was like, "What's up?" And then I was like, "Alright, I'm out." And then I went to the sala, to like the little play area, and some fucking random ass fucking Mexican dude was like, "Hey, do you do you do coke? It smells like coke." And I was like, "What the fuck? I don't do coke." And I think he was talking about the weed I had, because remember I had the weed, and then I ended up having some weed before that, all that. So I was just kind of like, I didn't want to snitch on myself, so I was like, "Nah, man, I don't do drugs." So basically, you know how I said I was rich and shit. So basically, I was like at the house, and then like I ended up like in some apartments and shit, and then basically like I was chasing after some guys that had drugs and shit, and I ended up catching up to him, and then I just pinned one of them down, and then a bunch of like cop cars just came out and like, "Put your hands up," like freeze and shit, like telling these guys to like not move and shit. And then I take this guy to the cop car, and his girlfriend was there, and it was actually Victor's ex. Like the girl was there, and the boyfriend supposedly was her new boyfriend and shit. And then his ex was like telling me like, "Fuck, I fucking hate you. Like, who the fuck are you?" Like, and then his boyfriend was like, "You know him?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know her." And then she was like, "Nah, I don't even know this guy. Like who the fuck? Like, I hate this dude." And then, or she was like, then I was just kind of like, "Yeah, I fucked you in my dream and shit." Like, and then she was like, "What the fuck? That doesn't count." And I was like, "Yeah, you know that shit for real as fuck." And it was like basically it did happen, and then she was just like all mad and shit. She was funny, and she was just like making a big ass scene right there at the cop by the cops and shit. And then I just woke up.